Raise millions from your LPs using Digify data rooms. Hi, my name is Seth. I'm on the Digify team, and today I want to share a little bit about how venture capital and private equity firms are simplifying their process and ultimately growing their funds by fundraising on using Digify data rooms. So before we dive in, I just want to share a couple of testimonials from real firms that are fundraising on our platform. The first is Hoff Capital. They have over $350 million under management, and their investor relations team loves how straightforward it is for their investors to securely access confidential information. Next, we have a New York City-based healthcare fund with over $2 billion under management. And due to the confidentiality of our customers, we can't share the specifics of each of these testimonials with you, but this team loves how user-friendly and affordable Digify is for all of their fundraising needs. They also love the Google Suite integration, which makes it easy for their team to collaborate and upload documents in a quick and easy manner. So if you're watching this video, this is for you if you work in private equity or venture capital and are responsible for raising capital from LPs to grow your fund. It's also going to be helpful for you if you're tired of how long it takes to organize information for due diligence. This is especially for you if you want to stop wasting time on LPs that aren't even interested, so you and your team can focus on only the strongest leads. And finally, this is for you if you want to make a credible impression on potential investors using customized data rooms. So to date, Digify has been used by over 50 private equity and venture capital firms, and we've helped our customers raise over $3 billion in funding. So these are firms like Silver Lake, Matrix Partners, and Runa Capital. We have tons here that have worked with us and that have been successful fundraising on our platform. So the reason these funds trust Digify is that it simplifies their fundraising process and makes it easier for them to grow their funds. So by using the strategies we're going to discuss below, these funds have been able to stand out and improve their fundraising process. So the first strategy is they've been able to simplify their organization of due diligence for investors by using Digify data rooms. So there's no more email attachments or Google Drive or Dropbox folders. In Digify, you can easily drag and drop all of your due diligence files and share them securely in one easy to access data room. Next, you and your team are going to be able to know which LPs are actually interested by using the user analytics on Digify. So every time your team shares a file with a potential investor and they click on it, you can see how many times they clicked on your files, when they clicked on your files, and how long they've interacted with your documents. Using this data, you and your team are going to be able to focus on only the LPs that are the most interested by pulling the user analytics. And finally, you need to be able to project a credible image with branded data rooms. If you're trying to raise tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of dollars from LPs, you need them to take you seriously. And Digify's simply customizable data rooms will help you do that. So Digify is the complete solution for venture capital and private equity firms to send their information, perform due diligence, and share investor updates. To date, we've helped customers close over $3 billion in funding, as we mentioned. We've been trusted by over 120,000 users in 138 countries, and we were also the winner of the RSA Innovation Sandbox, which is the leading security startup competition. Now, instead of just telling you about the platform, I want to take a minute and walk you through it and show you how easy it is for you and your team to start sharing your files securely using Digify. Okay, the first thing we'll do once we're logged into Digify is create a data room. You'll be able to create a data room on your own in less than a minute, but for now, I'm going to take you step by step through the entire process. To get started, we're going to name our data room and select which users will have access to our documents. You can invite users via email, by specific email domains, or by creating a unique link to share. There are also a variety of other security features you can utilize as needed for your documents, such as customizable watermarks, Screen Shield to deter screenshots, and expiration dates for user access. As I previously mentioned, the first strategy venture capital and private equity firms use to raise larger funds is having the ability to simplify the organization of due diligence for investors. Our file index feature automatically organizes files and folders for you and your LPs, saving your team time. You can also get rid of unnecessary follow-ups by automatically notifying LPs when you add new files to your data rooms. These messages that accompany notifications to your LPs are customizable for simple communication. Finally, you have the option of requiring terms of access, which you can customize to act like an NDA for LPs viewing your documents. When enabled, all users must agree to your terms before accessing your data room. Now, once all of our settings are correct, we'll create our data room. Next, we'll drag and drop our documents that we want to share with LPs. The last thing we need to do is invite LPs to view our documents. You can copy and paste the list of contacts and then customize your message to users. Before sending, you can set individual permissions and expiration dates for recipients. And once you're all set, just click Add to invite the LPs to your data room. Now that you've created your data room to share with LPs, let's look at strategy number 2, which is using Digify to identify the most interested LPs through our data room statistics. After you invite users to your data rooms, you can click the data room statistics icon to view visitor statistics and better understand how LPs are interacting with your documents. For example, if we want to see which LPs have viewed our documents the most, we can go to Details on the far right and see which users have accessed our files by last visit, Visits, which is the number of views, and Duration, which is how long they actually viewed our documents. By using this data, you and your team can focus your efforts on the most engaged LPs. And finally, I want to show you strategy number 3, which is how to customize the branding of your data rooms so that you will stand out in the minds of LPs. To do this, we're going to go back to the main dashboard where we can easily update the look of our data rooms by going to Admin Settings and selecting Edit Branding. Here, you can easily upload your logo, customize the colors of your data room to match your branding, and more. And just like that, you've created a customized data room to share your documents easily with LPs. Moving forward, you have 2 options. Your first option is to continue doing things as you've always done them. But as you know, the traditional approach has many challenges and other data room providers aren't designed to address your fundraising needs. You're going to continue to deal with long fundraising cycles. Your team's going to be wasting time on investors that aren't even interested. And worst of all, you're not going to stand out from every other fund. Your second option is to use Digify to grow your fund. So we've helped over 50 private equity and venture capital firms improve their fundraising process because our platform helps your team prioritize the interested LPs. You're going to be able to streamline the entire due diligence process. And best of all, you're going to be able to stand out from the competing funds with our branded data rooms. So get started below. You can join the other 50 private equity and venture capital firms that are growing their funds on Digify. And just click below to get started, and we can show you and your team how to start improving your fundraising process. Thanks so much for checking this out, and we can't wait to speak with you and help your team grow your fund.